Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Major developments on the front, and we have the Russians retreating and leaving Izium in the hands of the Ukrainians. Very interesting. The Russians claim that they retreated to regroup and reinforce other areas, so I don't know why you have to leave Izium, but let's see what the article says about this achievement. This article comes from Ukrainska Pravda from September 10th, 2022. Occupiers say they have left Izium and other settlements while Ukrainian troops show a video. We are in Izium. Russian forces have withdrawn from the city of Izium and several other settlements in Kharkiv Oblast. Source: Daniil Bezdzonov, the so-called First Deputy Minister of Information of the Donetsk People's Republic, on Telegram, Russian media outlet RBC, the 25th Syecheslav Separate Airborne Brigade on Facebook. So it comes from the Russians, right? Russian side. And I'm quoting, "Yes, we have withdrawn from Izium as well as from some other settlements on the Kharkiv front. Of course, that's bad. Of course, it is the result of mistakes made by the High Command. But you shouldn't look for any hidden meaning. There is no conspiracy or betrayal behind this. We are just fighting as best as we can. On all levels, on some fronts we do better, on others worse. The most important thing is to admit our mistakes and draw the right conclusions." Did you hear this from the Ukrainian side? Did you hear anybody saying something like this? Because they never lost. They never lost. Well, interesting. This admission looks very strange. Just like, really? And they let you admit it? And you're still alive? According to the Western media, you should be hanged by now for saying such a thing. Anyway, RBC reported that the withdrawal from Izium was also confirmed by war correspondents Alexander Kots and Evgeny Podubny. The latter believes that the command made the right decision, and I'm quoting, "in the current circumstances." He says that, and I'm quoting, the encirclement of the Russian group in Izium would have been a disaster. End quote. Kots added that the occupiers had also withdrawn from Balaklia and Kupiansk. Later, the 25th Syecheslav Separate Airborne Brigade posted a video of the Ukrainian Defense Forces in Izium. Quote, "Paratroopers are continuing to confidently advance and liberate the Kharkiv region from the Ruskist. We won't stop. The velvet season, autumn leaves, early autumn, has turned out to be extremely hot for the Russian bastards. Burn in hell occupiers. Burn in hell occupiers. Believe in the armed forces of Ukraine. We will win." Meanwhile, in the official daily briefing, the representative of Russia's Ministry of Defense made no mention at all of the occupiers having been driven out of Balaklia and Izium. Previously, on September 9th, Russian media reported that the Russian occupiers had announced an, and I'm quoting, evacuation from the occupied territories of Kharkiv Oblast after the armed forces of Ukraine started the counteroffensive and liberated some settlements. It was stated that the evacuation was being conducted in Kharkiv Oblast from Izium, Kupiansk and Veliki Burluk. Background: the armed forces of Ukraine has begun its counteroffensive in the Russian-occupied territories of Ukraine. Look at the background. These guys don't mention the September 1st anymore. I don't understand why. I made a video, I think yesterday or the day before, mentioning what I'm going to mention right now, this observation, And I don't see that September 1st, I'm not saying, oh, they're watching Emil. No. But it's very strange that they do not start the offensive anymore, this article, saying 1st of September. But then when they give you the details, the chronology of events, they start with 8th, with the 7th, with 9th, like in this article here. They said, the armed forces of Ukraine has begun its counteroffensive in Russian-occupied territories of Ukraine. When? You used to say in September 1st, but why are you not saying that? I will tell you in a minute. Then the next paragraph or a sentence, the defense forces of Ukraine have liberated over 1,000 square kilometers of land. Okay, these are general statements. Now, on 8th of September, Volodymyr Zelensky confirmed that the city of Bababab. On 9th September, Zelensky reported this. On 10th of September, Natalia Popova, advisor, said that. On September 10 again, Natalia Humenyuk. The other one was Natalia Popova. So you see, they have no problem mentioning dates. But the 1st of September, they do not mention anymore. And I made this point 2 days ago regarding, hey, when I read an article and it said September 1st, they started the counteroffensive, I said, wow, what's going on? I don't think these guys thought it through. The guys did not thought this through. And I'm telling you why. What happened on September 1st, 1939? Yes, you, Michael. That's correct, Michael. You can sit down now. Now, exactly what happened. Michael was right. It was the invasion of Poland by German troops. September 1st, 1939. And these guys do the counteroffensive on September 1st, 2022. And the Russians called the Ukrainians Nazis, and the Nazis invaded Poland. Do you see the stupidity? So if you're called Nazi, you don't want to have certain events happening in the same time, or being, someone can make a connection, even if there's no connection. I don't think the Ukrainians thought, yeah, man, we're going to attack on the 1st of September because that's when the other Nazis attacked Poland. But this stupidity, lack of understanding or knowing, none of them said, wait a second, maybe we should do it on the 2nd. Because the 2nd was when Japan surrendered. Huh? How about that? 1945. Is that okay? Yeah, okay, let's do it then. Well, they didn't. They did it in September 1st. These Nazis counteroffensive versus the other Nazis invasion. There's no connection. I'm just pointing that out. But I think that someone must have thought this through now. Someone must have pointed it out to them, because in the past 7-8 articles today and yesterday, no more mention of the invasion started on September 1st. I have every article that I discuss, I have it saved. So I can go back and I can give you 3 or 4 articles where you see September 1st, but not like now. There's no more. The invasion started. No more. On September 1st, the invasion started, because they say details or background. That's how they do in the Ukrainian articles. Background or details. Background, it started with the armed forces of Ukraine has begun its counteroffensive. No date, but then they jump to the 8th of September. Weasel. All right. Well, it seems like the Russians are doing something, and the Ukrainians are gaining or liberating land that doesn't want to be liberated. All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.